In the small, secluded town of Blackwood, nestled deep within an ancient forest, there was an old legend that the townspeople whispered about in hushed tones. The tale spoke of a spectral figure known as the Hollow Man, a ghostly entity said to haunt the woods on moonless nights. According to legend, the Hollow Man was the spirit of a man who had once lived in Blackwood, but had been cast out for practicing dark magic. Enraged and desperate, he vanished into the forest, never to be seen again in the flesh. But his vengeful spirit lingered, seeking to draw others into his eternal torment. One cold, pitch-black night, a young woman named Clara decided to investigate the legend. Fascinated by the paranormal, she armed herself with a flashlight and a digital recorder, hoping to capture evidence of the Hollow Man. Her friends warned her not to go, recounting stories of people who had ventured into the forest and never returned. But Clara was determined, her curiosity overcoming her fear. As she walked deeper into the woods, the sounds of civilization faded, replaced by the eerie whispers of the wind through the trees. The deeper she went, the colder the air became, and she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Her flashlight flickered, casting long, wavering shadows that seemed to move on their own. She dismissed it as her imagination playing tricks on her. Hours passed, and just as Clara was about to give up and turn back, she heard it, a soft, mournful wail carried on the breeze. Her heart pounded as she followed the sound, her breath visible in the frigid air. The wail grew louder, more distinct, and soon she could make out words. It was a man's voice, chanting in a language she didn't understand. Suddenly, her flashlight died, plunging her into darkness. Panic surged through her, but she fought to stay calm, fumbling for her phone to use its light. As she turned it on, the dim glow revealed a figure standing a few feet away, a tall, gaunt man with hollow, empty eyes. The Hollow Man. Clara's scream echoed through the forest as the figure raised a skeletal hand, pointing directly at her. She felt an icy grip around her throat, squeezing the breath from her lungs. Desperately, she tried to run, but her legs wouldn't move. The Hollow Man's hollow eyes seemed to bore into her soul, filling her with a sense of despair and hopelessness unlike anything she had ever felt. In her final moments, as darkness closed in around her, Clara understood why the townspeople feared the legend. The Hollow Man wasn't just a ghost, he was a harbinger of eternal torment, a spirit doomed to wander the forest, drawing others into his cursed existence. As her vision faded, she heard his whisper, "Now you are one of us." The next morning, search parties found Clara's flashlight and recorder, but there was no sign of her. The townspeople mourned, knowing another had fallen victim to the Hollow Man. And deep within the forest, Clara's spirit joined the ranks of the lost, forever bound to the haunting whispers of Blackwood,